Hey, good morning to you. It is November 14th, and we're just going to say it right now. We are going to claim it, put it out into the universe that today's going to be a terrific Thursday, and we hope your day is off to a great start, too. We're happy to be the hosts of the area's only live local talk and entertainment show we call Virginia This Morning. I'm Amy Lacey, always delighted to be here with Mr. Bill Bevins.
Ooh, nice intro there.
Yeah,
good morning
you like that? Here's Johnny.
Good morning to Amy, and good morning to everyone watching our live show each and every weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. right here on CBS 6. So I realized I saw today that sunset today is officially at 4:59 p.m. Before 5 o'clock.
I know, right?
So we got to get all the sunshine in we can, and it's cloudy out there.
You have to make the most out of every minute, because that is just where we are this time of the day. So this time of the year. So you know what? We're getting used to it.
Yeah.
Right.
And
after the shortest day of the year, what is that? Around December 23rd-ish?
21st, 22nd, 23rd. Yeah.
It will start to gain a few seconds each day. So I'm going towards that, and then. And
here's why I know that. Here's why I know when it is.
Why?
It's different every year, but my birthday is usually the shortest day of the year, December 22nd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, thanks, Mom.
Well, we will already plan a celebration for you, so that will make that day even better for all of us here at Virginia This Morning.
Okay. All right.
He's not going to fight that one. Before we fully launch into today's show, we have a few highlights that you will see later today. Tony Markel is the vice chairman of Markel Corporation and the co-founder of Operation Healing Forces. He's going to share a preview of the 49th Bazaar Preview Night charity event. That conversation's coming up later on today's live show.
Always look forward when Tony comes in. That means there's a big party coming up. All right, let's get ready to crumble. It's this year's theme for the Great RVA Live Bake-Off presented by our friends at Tablespoons Bakery. Elizabeth Redford is the executive director of the organization, and she's here with one of our competing teams. Our very own CBS 6 reporter Caroline Colburn and her baking partner Christopher Brennan are here as well. And they're going to make a yummy gingerbread cake drizzle with vanilla cream sauce and a nanner on the top. Can't wait to dig into that a little bit later on today. Oh,
I think I have 2 forks ready, so I can kind of double fist the dessert there this morning. Well, we've all heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. The Liberated Arts Foundation is dedicated to supporting arts education, and health-focused initiatives. They're looking forward to their annual charity art gala to help combat homelessness. Co-founders and husband and wife team David Marion and Tiara Green are here, along with Corey Jones from Feed the Streets RVA. They will share all of those details coming up. And of course, you know, we think of you as our extended family and wanted to let you in on some of the plans that we are making, just thinking up some new ways to celebrate how special our community is. So we're retiring Leopard Print Thursday later this month, but we're still going to be that perfectly, you know, that fierce team that can get you ready for the work day, the day. You know, you come to us for fun from 9 to 10 a.m. each day morning. I know that Tom is going to be
crying out there.
Very disappointed because
man, try to get yourself together, Tom.
He has on his leopard print socks today, and probably, you know, his hat there.
He wears a leopard
little
print
bit of
leotard
everything
underneath all of that.
You're right, Bill,
I didn't want to let everybody know that, but you know, Tom, if you're okay with talking about it.
You know, I retired from Leopard Print Thursday probably 3 or 4 years ago, by the way. But I'm happy you guys have finally caught up, and it's been a nice retirement, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Tom's heartbroken.
Oh, all right. Okay.
It is sad. I'm really sad about that, honestly, and I don't know what I'm going to do with all my stuff that I've collected over the years.
What about your leopard print umbrella? Because you would maybe need that today.
You know what? I would use that.
Yeah, you would.
Listen, again, I always say this. You would think I'd have a car and closet full of umbrellas. I simply don't. I'll get an umbrella and I'll lose or break that thing as fast as you can possibly imagine. So I do not have a lot of umbrellas. I usually have to use a broken one because that's all I could find. I'll go to schools or talks, they'll give me an umbrella. What did I do with it? I don't know. Where is it? There's somewhere.
It's under the back seat in the car.
It's
It
a
might be.
phenomenon that we must investigate. Where are all of
Yes.
these umbrellas that just Tom Patton loses?
There are many. I don't know what has happened to those. And honestly, there's probably a home or somewhere where there's about 700 umbrellas.
There's a mountain of
that I've
umbrellas.
gotten over the years. You would think so, and I simply don't know. So anyway, yes, we'll need an umbrella by this afternoon and tonight and probably into early tomorrow morning. All right, this was a tie, a leopard print tie somebody sent me 5-6 years ago now, so thank you, and I will not throw it away. All right, cloudy skies out here right now. And thank you, Tori, by the way. Cloudy skies, the clouds have thickened up this morning, throughout the overnight and early this morning. It's 48 degrees, it's chilly, a little breezy, northeast winds at 14. Those are coming around high pressure way up to our north, and you can see that wind flow off the ocean. And 40s all around the metro, 40s around the area. It's going to be a cold day today, cloudy, cold. We'll start to see some showery weather move in, and then just some periodic rain until it becomes a bit more steady as we go into the afternoon and evening, and even a portion of the overnight will have some rain. We'll drop to about 47 degrees overnight tonight, so not a lot of variation. And the rain is getting closer, and this is going to occur probably a bit later this morning. It's 9-ish now. You know, by maybe 10:30, 11, we could start to already see some of this rain moving into the metro. So it's a late morning into the afternoon and evening hour event. So here we go. By noon, I think we already will have had some showers. And then into the later afternoon and evening, we'll start to see some heavier waves of moisture. This is maybe 6, 7 o'clock. Overnight tonight, some showers are going to be lingering. There's 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And then throughout the morning, it'll start to dissolve and move away from us. And then by the afternoon tomorrow, it's going to be breezy with some clearing conditions, probably a partly cloudy Friday afternoon. By Saturday morning, Marathon looking great. Temperatures will be in the 40s to start, 60s by the afternoon. We could, of course, still see over 1 inch of rain out of this. I'm thinking maybe a 1/2 inch to about 1.5 inches. In most cases around the Commonwealth, I think that should be about the range. There could be a spot that gets a little more or a little less, don't get me wrong. Weekend's dry though, which is good, back to the 60s, and we're back up to 70 by Monday. Man, that is some sad news. No, wait, that's good news. Virginia This Morning will continue right after this.
All right, a happy Thursday to you. Virginia This Morning is the spot. See what we did there for the last part of Leopard Print Thursday?
Yeah.
The spot to find out about community events, hear some good music, learn how to make some delicious recipes, and a lot more. We look forward to spending a little bit of time with you each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. right here on CBS 6. I'm Bill Bevins.
I am Amy Lacey. It's always so special when we are able to come together and share some great things happening in and around our community. We like to say that Virginia This Morning is your one-stop shop for everything entertainment and beyond, and that is true each and every day.
Absolutely. Hey, folks, for those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. Now's a time to do a little preview, a little recap of what we previewed a few minutes ago, some highlights.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah. The 49th Bazaar Preview Night Charity Event is coming up, and you are all invited. Tony Markell from the Markell Corporation here with us to tell us all about the event and how it will benefit Operation Healing Forces.
And it's almost time for the Tablespoon's annual Bake Off. The Tablespoon's Bakery, the executive director Elizabeth Redford is here along with one of the teams competing. Our sweet friend and colleague, CBS 6 reporter Caroline Colburn is here with her baking partner Christopher Brennan. They are going to make, get this, a gingerbread cake with vanilla cream sauce. And it has a banana on top, just, you know, like the cherry on top. We can't wait for that sweet preview coming up.
As they say in the infomercials, but wait, there's more. Visual artist David Marion is here with his wife, Tiara Green, and they are the founders of the Liberated Arts Foundation, and they're here along with Corey Jones from Feed the Streets RVA. They're going to tell us all about their upcoming charity art gala to combat homelessness. And we have more in store for you to enjoy right after this break. But first, here's Amy's recent conversation with one of our friends from the Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU.
This segment is sponsored by Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU.
The doctor is in and you have questions. Summer days at the beach or pool are often when parents notice if their child has a chest wall deformity. Dr. Fraser France with Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU is here to explain the causes of these conditions and what can be done to help. Thank you for coming in today, Dr. France.
Thank you for having me.
So what might a parent see that would signal a chest wall deformity?
So most commonly, children who have sternal deformities either have depression or protrusion of the chest wall. In the summertime, when kids are walking around without their shirts on or have less clothing, they're easier to see. For patients who have pectus excavatum, you'll see sternal depression in the center of the chest. Less commonly, kids may have protrusion of the sternum called pectus carinatum.
What causes these chest wall deformities, and are there any risks associated with them?
Usually these abnormalities are caused by asymmetric growth of the sternum and ribs. And generally speaking, in young children, there aren't many symptoms, but the thing to appreciate is that these deformities can grow rapidly. And in older children, they can become associated with compression on the heart and lungs and impairment of exercise capability, shortness of breath. So those are important symptoms to look for kids who may need treatment.
If a parent suspects their child has one of these chest wall deformities, if they don't know if it's for sure, what should they do, and then what can be done about it if it is actually that?
Particularly if the children have symptoms, it's important to bring it up with your pediatrician or primary care provider, and they can decide if it's something that can be followed, or if there are symptoms or it's a severe abnormality, they should be referred for surgical intervention.
So we talk about that surgical intervention. What treatment options are available for chest wall deformities?
The mainstay of treatment for children who have pectus excavatum is surgery with the Nuss procedure, where we place hardware to realign the sternum back in its normal position. For younger children who have flexible chest walls or deformities that aren't that deep, we have a non-operative treatment called vacuum bell. So we recommend referral early on so we have the opportunity, particularly to see the younger children. For pectus carinatum, most kids can be treated with an orthotic brace and won't need surgical therapy.
Well, this is such important information for you to share with us, Dr. France. Thank you for coming in today and for everything that VCU Health is doing to address this issue in the community.
Again, thanks for having me.
And for more information, you can give Children's Hospital of Richmond a call, 804-828-2467, or visit chrichmond.com. Stay with us. Virginia This Morning returns after the break.
This segment is sponsored by Operation Healing Forces.
Welcome back. Every year we look forward to promoting this event. The 49th Bazaar Preview Night Charity is coming up in just a few short weeks with 100% of the evening's proceeds benefiting Operation Healing Forces. Our friend Tony Markel is the vice chairman of the Markel Corporation and co-founder of Operation Healing Forces, and we welcome him back to our show. We get to see each other once a year, whether we want to or not.
And let's keep doing it.
Yeah. This is such a special thing. First of all, everybody knows what Bazaar is, and everybody goes. It's kind of a holiday tradition. You started this a couple of years ago doing this charity night beforehand for Operation Healing Forces, which has been in, how long has that been going on?
14 years.
Yeah.
We founded in 2010.
Yeah. And this was, if we go back in time 14 years, we're talking veterans that were coming back from combat.
Wounded special operators and their families were really our focus.
This started really small with maybe a couple or two. You gave them a retreat in Florida to go to kind of heal and reconnect and everything. And boy, has it grown.
It sure has,
Yeah.
and we're really grateful and enthused about the growth. We actually serve retreats a year at donated vacation homes around the country with 4 to 5 couples at each location depending on the size of the house. So we're touching 225 to 250 couples a year in this fashion, which brings our total since inception, I think, to something in excess of 1,600 couples that we've served. And we continue to look for opportunities to expand the services to the same constituency. So we've also, right now we've got a $1 million kitty for immediate cash needs. If they really have a problem, we can give them some money to get them through, and we're continuing to add to those services.
Special ops people obviously are different human beings. They really are. And it takes a mindset to do that. Unfortunately, they're exposed to some things that can cause some serious problems when they come back home.
No question. I mean, they're the tip of the spear today. And they are amazing young men and women who make serious sacrifices on our behalf. And the unfortunate side is physical injuries, PTSD, divorce rates are through the roof, suicides, and that type of thing. And we think that we, through these retreats and the other things that we provide to these families, really are showing tremendous reductions in the suicide rate and in the divorce rate, and enabling these individuals to really function after service.
So we kind of went through this right at the very top here. So you take these couples and you send them on a retreat. Are there professionals there counseling them, or is this just a bonding kind of thing, or how's that work?
No. We have an employed staff of retreat leads who themselves are ex-special operators to go, what goes on every retreat. And one of the beauties of it is they are in with 3 or 4 other couples who are in similar circumstances, but most likely had never met. The communication, the coordination, the discussion, and the dialogue is invaluable in terms of sharing experiences and realizing that you're not alone in this fight. So it really provides a great platform of healing. The couples can get away from doctor's appointments and children and all the daily grind and really concentrate on themselves and their individual healing. So we think it's a great platform, Bill.
I would imagine that these couples that spend this time together, they've never met before, and they're in there healing their relationships, that you have stories about these couples that become best friends and
absolutely.
get together all the time afterwards.
And interestingly, most of the wives end up forming a bond, and a lot of them have gone on vacation together subsequent to the retreats after having met each other. It's got long-lasting impact.
So this event that you're going to hold is before the Bazaar. You kind of get a preview, and you have a lot of fun, have a gala, and like we said, 100% of the proceeds goes.
Absolutely. Alice Siegel approached us 6 or 7 years ago. She was the founder of Bazaar, looking for a charitable relationship, and it's just been fabulous for us. You come out, they got 450 plus vendors out there with arts and crafts and all kinds of Christmas presents and everything. You'll have a great time for a wonderful cause, because we do get the proceeds from that night. And it's the opening night, and as you said, so you get to pick through the stuff first.
Before everybody else does.
And it's become a real Richmond tradition.
Yeah. Well, his name is Markel, from the Markel Corporation, but you were instrumental, you and your brother, instrumental in getting this thing going, and we thank you for that, and obviously making a big difference in a lot of very special lives.
Hey, Bill, we get more than we give. These people are special.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. All right. We always like what I said when Tony comes into town, because it means the 49th Bazaar Preview Night charity event is coming up. It benefits Operation Healing Forces. It's Wednesday, December 4th at the Richmond Raceway, 600 East Laburnum Avenue in Richmond. Premier tickets entry at 4:30 p.m. Supporter tickets entry begins at 5:30 p.m. Hope I made that clear. For more information on how you can purchase these special tickets, just visit our link on the screen. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to our live Thursday morning show. The Liberated Arts Foundation is proud to present their upcoming annual charity art gala to combat homelessness in our area. The co-founders of the organization are here, and we welcome visual artist David Marion and his wife Tiara Green, along with Corey Jones from Feed the Streets RVA. Good morning to all three of you today. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's an honor to be here.
So talk to us about this art, this campaign, this event.
Yeah, so we're celebrating our 5th annual event. It started back in 2019 when my wonderful wife had the great idea of marrying our two passions, which is hers is health and education, and mine's being art. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to give back to local nonprofits in the RVA area that focused on that and curate art events that all centered around their mission.
And where did this idea come from back there in 2019, Tiara?
I have no idea.
Yeah, sometimes
honestly,
the greatest ideas just happen.
But I work in a nonprofit space, so I know that there are large community needs out there, and it was a great opportunity just to marry our two passions together, understanding that artists need a platform to showcase their work, and also that there are small nonprofits out there that are seeking funding.
And one of those, of course, does address homelessness. Talk to us about what the situation is in Richmond. Where are we today in 2024?
Yeah, so we started 8 years ago. We've been doing this work on the ground. Unfortunately, we have a poverty rate of 1 out of every 4 families. That's a family of 4 under $26,000 here in the city of Richmond. So we've been addressing those issues on the ground. So Feed the Streets does a lot of initiatives. We've created standalone hygiene pantries in 7 communities that need them the most. We feel those, they take what you need, leave what you can. They're all throughout the city of Richmond, and we also provide hot meals and hygiene essentials all year long. So we've been on the grounds, going to the communities that need them the most, and making sure that we can do our part to address these issues in the community.
How can other people get involved in addressing the issues in the community too?
Yes, we have several pop-up events. We have volunteer-specific events. We actually ask the community to come out and get hands-on experience. They can reach out to us on our website, feedthestreetsrva.org, or our social media. We respond very quickly. We like to get our community involved so they can have an impact and we can make a change.
And art, of course. What better way to make a change than through art and education? How do you hope that other folks in the community get involved and come on out and support the event?
Yeah, we want them to be inspired. We want them to gain the resources that they need to be able to serve their community. And we want them to have a good time. We like to dance, we like to party, we like to have a good time and show people, what this community is all about. So not only is this event bringing awareness to the artists, but they're bringing awareness to the causes that we're representing also.
And the causes, how did you get connected to them, Tiara?
So my background is community health, public health. So I have been in the industry for 20 years, and I understand that, things like homelessness and mental health issues are right here in the heart of Richmond, and we can do something about it by partnering with these organizations.
How common is this? How common is it from someone to end up in a circumstance where they aren't able to provide for themselves?
It's very frequently. A lot of situations are one paycheck away or something, a family, some unfortunate event. It can happen to anybody, right? It's a life event that is very unexpected for most people. So that's the humanity part about it. We bring up community, and we bring up this aspect of when we grew up, you had neighbors, you had aunts, you had uncles, you had family that when you had a hard time, they would be there to pick you up. So we are the nonprofit organization that, hey, we're here to pick you up when things get tough. We're not here to judge you. We're not trying to make light of your situation. You have help available. So that's the beauty of organizations collaborating and coming together.
You are the village.
We are the village.
Folks who need that support. And I can't ignore the fact that you brought a beautiful piece of art here today.
Absolutely.
Tell us what this is. Show everyone just how exquisite this is. Beautiful.
So this is an artist by the name of Nayland Smart, and he is an artist based in the 757 area.
Okay.
So not only do we want to bring awareness to our local artists in RVA, but also just Virginia as a whole. So he's been a part of our events for a number of events, but he does some beautiful work.
And what other types of art will folks see when they come on out?
We have multimedia. We actually have a video that's going to be streamed of a phenomenal director by the name of Miles. Yeah, he does some great work. He's a videographer. He's debuting a film for the event. We've also been known to have sculptures. We've had multimedia pieces. So there's so many different experiences that we can do. It's a curated experience that brings awareness to the mission that we're representing. So the artwork will all be themed around the area of homelessness.
I absolutely love segments like this because look at what can happen when people just work together. They bring their expertise together, partner with someone else, and you make it happen.
That's right.
You make beautiful change happen in our community. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
It's been an honor to speak with you and learn a little bit more about what you're doing, and now to share the information with you at home if you want to take part. With the theme Threads of Humanity, the Art of Survival, the Liberated Arts Foundation presents the 5th annual Liberated Flow Charity Art Gala. It's happening Saturday, December 7th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture in Richmond. Tickets are $65. For more information, visit virginiathismorning.com. Mr. B, I'm sending it your way now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you to those folks for the great work they're doing in our community. Folks, the Virginia Lottery is excited about their new scratcher, Let's Make a Deal. CBS 6 and the Virginia Lottery are giving 4 lucky contestants a $100 scratcher prize pack. For more information, just visit the link that you see on the screen right now. And be sure to tune in on Monday, November the 18th between 9 and 10 a.m. when we will announce that first winner, and good luck. Caroline Colburn and Christopher Brennan are in the Virginia This Morning kitchen. They're baking partners, and they are looking forward to taking part in the 2024 Bake Off presented by Tablespoons Bakery. Their gingerbread cake with vanilla cream sauce is coming up in less than 10 minutes.
This segment is sponsored by Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It.
Ready to upgrade your home? Pentec Flooring is the newest product now offered by Mr. Fix-It. Our friend Mark Benstock, the owner of Mr. Fix-It, joins us to share some great news. Good to see you.
Great to be here with you.
This is exciting because it's opening up some great opportunities for folks to get a big grade up on their garage floor.
Yeah, you're right. You know, if you've got a concrete garage floor, you have a concrete basement or even an outside patio, sidewalk, around a pool, we are delighted to be the exclusive company for its manufacturer. It's named Pentec, and they have this amazing coating. So you can, the most common, of course, is garages, because where we live with all the homes and all the attached, or you know, and we love turning that garage from just plain into something gorgeous. When I had it done at my house, you know, my wife was just, holy mackerel, this looks amazing.
So it goes from garage to garage mahal.
Yes, it does. And so many of us use our garage for more than just parking, you know, a car. A lot of us, you know, have either, you know, workout equipment or a workshop or something. But if it's concrete, you know, smooth concrete, we can transform it. And the colors are just stunning. There's so many different varieties of options. It can even do a sports team color, and we can start a rivalry in the family, maybe.
Yeah. You know, epoxy's been a thing for years now.
Yeah.
Is this an upgrade from that?
It is definitely an upgrade from that. This is not an epoxy floor. This is the next step up. This carries, epoxy doesn't have quite as good of a warranty normally, and it also can potentially have fade issues. So with our polyurea coating from Pentec, from the manufacturer, we can give the customer a get it once, get it done right. You know, that's what we bring to the table, Bill, is as you know, customer satisfaction is super important to us. We are one of the few local companies here that have, you know, a big variety of products that we like to do and love to serve the community for over 54 years. And at the top of our list is, if we're going to recommend something, it's got to be something that not only looks good today, but looks good for many years to come and is durable. Some of the lower cost options in the epoxy world, for example, can peel up. A lot of our customers that we are grinding off the old epoxy, and that's actually part of the process. Is we do a very light amount of grinding that takes a super thin layer of the concrete off, so that when the Pentec product is applied, it bites, and that's why we have that lifetime warranty.
So I had a friend that had epoxy done a couple of years ago. It was a process, and it took forever, and almost had to leave the house because of the fumes How long does this take?
So the great news about our process is we'll get it done typically in a day, unless it's a monster garage. I think you've got an 8-car garage with all the sports cars, right? So that might take us, no, I'm just kidding, but that might take us longer. But other than that, the most common 2-car garage, we're in and out in a day. The customer is just amazed at how beautiful it looks, and we love being part of it.
Comes in colors, takes a day, looks gorgeous,
and it's not expensive. You know,
there it is.
No,
right,
I mean that's like that's like the best part of it is that when it comes to home improvement, you know, a lot of products are way more than this, so it's very affordable.
Lifetime warranty.
And lifetime warranty. How about that?
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
And folks, obviously a name you trust has got something else that you can put their trust in, and they'll do a fantastic job for you. Right now, $400 off plus 24 months interest free with Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It. You'll find the showroom at 10,189 Maple Leaf Court in Ashland. For more information, give them a call, 804-726-8006, or visit the website, MrFixItVA.com. Welcome back to our live Thursday show. Tablespoon's Bakery is looking forward to their annual Great RVA Bake-Off.
Caroline Colburn and Christopher Brennan are waiting in the Virginia This Morning kitchen. They will share a sweet preview. But first, we talk with Elizabeth Redford, the founder and executive director of the bakery. Hi, Elizabeth. It is so great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
This is so exciting that you're doing this, but let's back up the train just a little bit and find out about folks who don't know about your bakery and what the mission is.
So we are a nonprofit bakery. We do job training and vocational education for young adults with developmental disabilities, for whom there is a 70% unemployment rate for here in the Commonwealth.
Makes a big difference.
So this is something that folks are able to go out and they are able to make a life for themselves and have a career.
Yes. So Chris, who will be baking in a few minutes with Caroline, he is one of our rock star employees, was a student, of course, excelled through the training program, and now is employed by us. But we've had so many of our other young adults go out and find employment in the community.
It's wonderful.
Let's talk about Let's Get Ready to Crumble. That is the theme this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, so the bake-off, it's not this Saturday, it's the next Saturday. So November 23rd from 12 to 2:30, it's at the bakery under a big tent. We will have judging happening live, some great folks from food and beverage scene helping us out, and of course all of our young adults jumping in with their celebrity partners.
Before we go any further, I just want you to know there's a dessert tent.
There is
something I've been looking for all my life.
Yes.
I've been looking for a dessert tent, and you're going to have it.
We do a huge cookie spread. So we're known for our cookies, of course, but we do something called a Sammy board. So think charcuterie board, but all cookies, frostings, sprinkles, you name it.
So there is a heaven,
There is.
truly.
And it is at Tablespoons. Yes.
So when folks come out to this and you support this event, where does then any proceeds go to? Does it go back into the program?
It does. So all the young adults who come through our program, we serve about 50 high schoolers a year with various developmental disabilities. They all come through our programming free of charge. So what we love about this particular event is not only are Chris and all of his other friends jumping in and showing off all their great skills, but it's all raising funds for our scholarship fund. So it's a way for them to really invest back into these young adults and pave the way for future students to come through.
And this is an anniversary party too, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
We hit our 3rd year being open to the public.
Congratulations.
On Forest Hill Avenue, the tent goes up next week because it's next weekend. And how many folks actually are baking? Because you told us before the cameras came on that you're already making a ton of cookies.
Yes. So in the actual competition, we're going to have 5 contestants. They're all either members of our team along with their celebrity partners. So Janine Samuels is also jumping in this year and some other friends. But beyond that, this is our busy season too. So we're starting to fill all of our holiday orders. So just a good reminder for folks if they hope to get cookies from us to make sure they do so for the holiday season.
Because, like, as you said, busy season, and this would make a great gift for someone who wants to give someone a little something special, something very unique, and something that supports a great cause.
Yes, absolutely. Every single aspect of these cookies are made on site by our young adults. So they're helping with sourcing the ingredients, of course, baking, packaging, and then all of like those special little touches like handwritten notes that really help you celebrate the season in a special way.
And I just want to mention, we mentioned Caroline's going to be helping out again. She is the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
She gets the big belt and the whole
True.
She's going to be flashing that and, you know, helping out with that a little bit. So she's very proud of that, and rightly so.
Yes, she has won. We'll see who wins this year. Yeah. I will say our young adults, they get very competitive.
You think?
It gets a little tense at the bakery this time of year, but it's a
lot of fun though, definitely.
Yeah. Well, a great event, and it's always great to have you here. We always know that you bring some cheer to our studio, so we absolutely love it when Tablespoons is in the studio, and we cannot wait to get our forks out a little bit later.
Absolutely. Too. Folks, the great RVA Live Bake Off presented by Tablespoons Bakery is Saturday, November 23rd from noon until 2:30 at 1707 Westover Hills Boulevard. For more information, visit virginiathismorning.com.
And Caroline Colburn and Christopher Brennan, they are waiting patiently in the Virginia This Morning kitchen. They can't wait to show us their bake-off entry, a gingerbread cake with vanilla cream sauce. That's coming up right after the break. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back. We are serving up some sweetness in the kitchen today. Our dear friend and colleague, CBS 6 reporter Caroline Colburn, is excited to once again be a part of this year's The Great RVA Bake Off, presented by Tablespoons Bakery.
And today the champ is joined in the kitchen with her baking friend Christopher Brennan. Yay. We've been waiting all morning for this treat and can't hardly wait to get started.
Well, we're going to walk you through. So we came up with the idea every year for the Great RVA Bake Off. You come up with a theme and a recipe. And so Chris really likes, what do you like, Chris?
The movie Elf.
He loves the movie Elf, and we thought because Thanksgiving's a little later this year, maybe people have their tree up already, and this is about a week before the holidays, so we figured we'd do a festive gingerbread cake with vanilla cream sauce topped with, what did you call them, Bill? Nanners.
Nanners, yeah. And I want to point out when we get the shot on Caroline, she's dressed in her elf green.
I had to wear elf green, you know.
you were on theme.
Matching the leopard print background also for today with the green. So nice. We'll walk you kind of through what our ingredients are in case you want to make this at home. It's pretty easy. I am the champ, but I'm not a great baker. I follow instructions really well. And Chris is
Chris is amazing.
Chris is the heavyweight champion. So the first thing, we're going to cream together half a cup of sugar into our mixer. And then Chris, do you want to handle the butter? We also have half a cup of butter. We're going to cream those together.
More butter.
Let's see if we can get all that out.
Chris has done this before.
Yeah, Chris is the pro. Yeah. Chris does this. Like you said, he has about 600 cookies to do between now and the holidays, right? This week. So we're going to mix these together, and then next, once we get these nice and blended, we'll see how that can go. And then we're going to add in. Do you want to do our egg?
Yep.
Perfect. So we're going to add in 1 egg. Perfect. A pro. Look at him cracking the egg like a pro. And then we're going to add our molasses. That's next. So we have 1 cup of molasses. So easy to remember. Half cup of sugar, half cup of butter, cup of molasses, 1 egg. And molasses are a little tricky. Let's see if we can get this off.
The wrap off is the hard part.
I know the wrap is the hardest part. You put this in your measuring cup, it's a little easier.
So Chris started as a student there and is an employee now. Did I hear that right?
Yes. And Chris, how long have you worked for Tablespoons now?
4 years.
That's
4 years.
Wow.
What is your favorite part?
Serving customers, baking.
Yeah, well, we'd love to have you here today. This is so much fun.
For having me.
Always fun to bake cake on the show.
And Chris has made a couple TV appearances since you've been at Tablespoons. This is his first live demo, though. So he was telling us that this is his first time going live. So now we're mixing in our cup of molasses. And that's molasses, I've learned, it tastes great, it makes a great recipe, but it's a little messy. So if you're like
a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Slow like molasses, imagine that, right?
I mean, you know where that came from now. So then after that, while that's all going, Chris is gonna put our dry ingredients into the bowl and mix those together into this bowl. We can put this in here, Chris. So our dry ingredients, just really quickly to go over, we have just some ginger, some cloves, some salt. I'll post the full recipe on my Facebook for anyone who wants.
And we'll put it on virginiathismorning.com.
Perfect. That's the easiest way to find
Because you know what? I have a feeling that if you could smell what I can smell right now, the gingerbread, you're going to want to make this one during the season.
So you're going to put all of our dry ingredients in a bowl, mix those together, and we're going to slowly pour those into the mixture as well that we have going right now. So once we get all of those in, we'll throw that in.
So ginger and what was the next
Salt.
one?
We have cloves. The ginger is here. We have some cinnamon, I believe. So really, when you think about the holidays, I feel like the smell that I had when I first made this in my kitchen was just the holiday season.
Yes, it is.
We had to practice a little bit, you know, to make sure that we're prepared for the big day. So this is getting us some extra practice. We're learning that when we saran wrap things, we'll make sure we take them off next time.
And we're so appreciative of your practice run, because then that means that we have an opportunity to do some taste testing.
Right, and I need you guys to be very, very like harsh judges
critics,
for me, because I need to know,
we already love it.
Okay,
we can tell you that much.
It looks amazing.
And then the last thing we'll do here with the dry is 2.5 cups of flour. So a lot of flour. We're gonna dump that in, and then Chris is gonna give it a little mix, and we're gonna dump it into our mixture here. Also, we'll have a cup of very hot water. It's not very hot right now, only because obviously we don't want to burn anyone on Virginia this morning. That would not be good. But we'll throw this in there as well once we pour in our mixture. I'm gonna put this in now. And then Chris is going to slowly add our dry mixture. And so the nice thing about this is that once you get done with doing the dry part of this, you just bake it, and you'll bake it for about 25 minutes, is what we've kind of learned is the sweet spot. And then the fun part, we make the vanilla cream sauce, which we're not making today because that's still going to be a secret part of our recipe until the big reveal.
Sure.
And we have a really cool way we're going to be presenting that to the judges. So if you think Elf, what do you think? You think about spaghetti and syrup on spaghetti, right? You know that.
Yes, little whimsy.
Will Ferrell pouring his syrup on his spaghetti.
So are we going to have spaghetti gingerbread?
We'll leave a surprise.
Okay.
Maybe not the spaghetti.
Maybe we'll see some pictures from the event.
Yes. So that's all mixed in, and so this will get all mixed together, and then basically we will pour that into our pan, which we would do obviously if we were at home, bake for about 25 minutes, let it cool, and then we'll make our vanilla cream sauce, which is pretty simple. It's just some sugar, some butter, some vanilla, and you'll kind of put that on top of your stove, get that all nice and hot and mixed together, pour that over, and then top it with your nanners and your whipped cream.
Fantastic.
If you couldn't have gingerbread any better.
It smells amazing.
Yes.
Chris baked this one himself, so this is, I didn't have any part in this one, so Chris and I have both done it on our own, and we're really excited to be able to do it together at the bakery and really present it to everyone in just, I guess, a couple days, right? 10 days, 9 days?
So Chris, obviously you love baking. When you have new people come in, and you see them, I bet that makes you very proud, doesn't it?
Yeah, very proud.
Yeah.
No, we love
Good job.
everything that you do. And you know what? We are going to do a taste test. We're going to stay in the kitchen, do it after the break.
We have to wait?
Yeah, we have to wait, but just a couple of minutes. The Great RVA Live Bake Off presented by Tablespoons Bakery is Saturday, November 23rd from noon to 2:30 p.m. at 1707 Westover Hills Boulevard. Come on out, cheer for our CBS 6 colleagues, Caroline Colburn and Janine Samuels. For more information, visit virginiathismorning.com.
All right, there's a dessert tent. Did we mention that? We're also going to do some quality control when our live show returns in just a few minutes.
Love the recipes you see on the show? Visit virginiathismorning.com. Click on the Recipes tab and find your favorites to try out on your own.
Welcome back to our live show. We are ending things in the Virginia This Morning kitchen with our colleague, CBS 6 reporter Caroline Colburn, and her baking partner, Christopher Brennan. They are one of the teams competing in the 2024 Great Bake Off presented by Tablespoons Bakery. And of course, Elizabeth Redford is here too.
Elizabeth, let's talk about the event real quick because I've been kind of hitting on the dessert tent, but there's a lot going on that day, not this weekend, but next weekend.
Yes. So Chris is one of our, along with Caroline, they're one of our competing teams. We've got 5 different teams competing. We also have a skilled baker's demo. We'll have princesses out there from Magic and Merriment, a DJ.
You already said that Caroline's there.
Yes.
Princess.
Yes.
Okay.
Princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love it.
Very, very nice. And it's going to be a great day. And obviously, you'll get to see the results of the people that you're helping and let them be the stars for the day.
Absolutely. What we love is that our young adults have obviously a lot of great skill, but none of their sub partners have ever been in the kitchen professionally before. So our guys are going to shine.
Especially me. My husband does all the cooking at home, and after last year winning, I've now been expected to bake in our family. And so Chris is going to help me. You're going to help me make sure I can get something right for Christmas and give people at home a good Thanksgiving recipe, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
That's definitely.
Well, and Chris said today, too, this was your first live TV
It was.
appearance.
You did great, buddy.
You're a pro. You're a pro in the kitchen, and you are a pro in this TV studio, too. So thanks for coming in today. Okay.
The big moment.
The big moment.
You want some cream on there?
Yes, do not ask me twice.
Just drizzle
a little
on
drizzle.
there.
That looks
Yeah,
delicious.
if you
Thank
insist.
you.
And go ahead and drizzle a little
Just a little
on
bit.
there. Hundreds of cookies and lots of baked goods are going to be made just for this very special event with some very special people. Elizabeth, thank you for all the work you do all year long, and thank you for coming in with us. And we can't wait for the big event. And of course, we'll be, carrying it like a sporting event when we announce the winners.
Oh, we will.
I've been busy eating, Bill. You are going to love this because not only does it taste like the best gingerbread that you've ever had,
I love gingerbread.
but I just have to say that little drizzle of that cream.
The cream is the secret sauce. I tried it first without the cream when I made it at home, and the cream is a game changer.
It is absolutely delicious.
Okay. This is already our first test, Chris.
Yeah.
I think we
and
passed.
That's why we're going to be the winners.
Yes. Exactly. Thank you.
You're going to take home the prize.
Yep.
And you can also donate online to all of the teams that are competing. I'll have a donation page as well, and we'll share it on Virginia This Morning to help raise money for great bakers like Chris as well.
Thank you to all our guests today for watching our live show. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:56 a.m. All right, I haven't even eaten a banana because it seems like